she could tell that I was jacked up, so she was trying to help me wash my face off. I was bleeding, I cut my eye open, and she was trying to get me to go to the hospital, but I didn't want to go to the hospital.
What's up, everybody? Clint Esposito here with another crazy action sports story. This week's crazy action sports story comes from one of my good friends, Austin Drummond. Austin is on the left there, Danny D. Wayne in the middle, and me on the right. I've known Austin. This is actually from last summer when we did some freestyle shows together, and this is actually the same time when we went and filmed the interview itself. Here's a picture of Austin from way back in the day that shows how far back we go. He's a little kid. I'm in the back. I have hair. This is a freestyle motocross, an amateur freestyle contest that Paul Smith and I put on at Durhamtown. So Austin is actually part of a group of kids that basically from the Atlanta area showed up in my backyard riding mini bikes, and I saw some of them had some skill. I invited them to come and ride the freestyle course, and the rest is history. The dudes had talent, and they basically, I gave them a spot to ride, and I helped them learn tricks, and then they took it from there. So this week's story with Austin is about a first date that he went on, and they decided to ride bicycles around the Beltway in Atlanta, and there's a concrete skate park right off of the Beltway. So during the date, they just swung through there, so like, what's the worst that could happen? So I hope you like this week's Crazy Action Sports Story with Austin Drummond. My name is Clint Esposito. I did freestyle motocross for 16 years. During that time, I met some amazing people and had some wild adventures. This is Crazy Action Sports Story. All right, we are here for another Crazy Action Sports Story. With very good friend, longtime friend, Austin Drummond.
Hello.
Also known as KDX King.
Yeah, the KDX King on Instagram.
That's how we ended up back here with KDXs in the bamboo forest. So Austin has a good crazy action sports story. It actually involves a date.
Yep.
And you know what happens when you try to show off for a first date? What's the worst that, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, I had met a girl on the internet a couple years back now, and
when that was still acceptable.
Yeah. So anyways, we went on a bicycle ride on the Beltline in Atlanta, and it's a very popular thing to do in Atlanta, and a lot of cool craft breweries and some cool restaurants down the Beltline. So we had met in a park right near the Beltline, and then rode our bikes to one of the breweries on the Beltline. So we went in, had a couple beers, and then as we left that brewery, I think went to another and grabbed one more beer. And as we're cruising on the Beltline, there is a skate park right off the side of the Beltline. So you're not gonna not just do a nice little cruiser line. I had my 26-inch dirt jump bike. So I just went to cruise around the park and just nollied over this little tabletop and just went over the bars right to my face and knocked myself completely out. And blew my sunglasses off my face. She was all freaked out. She does stunt work, so she wasn't like completely blown away by it, but so after I just came to a little bit, I don't know, I just said, all right, I gotta go, I'm sorry, I'll see you later, and I just took off on my bike and barely found where I was parked a couple miles away on the Beltline, got in my car and definitely shouldn't have driven. And then I ended up at home, and she's still cool. I still know her.
Talked to her?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was saying when he first told us this story, I was like, she definitely tells that story to her friends still.
Well, I'm sure she tells that story, but yeah. So, but she's cool girl. She got it. She understood. I said, yeah, I don't even remember leaving. So I apologize for that. I would never do that on a normal date. Sorry.
Well, there you go. There's your crazy action sports story with Austin Drummond. So lesson is don't drink and ride your bicycle,
Yes,
and then
couple
try to
good lessons
show
out of
off
this.
for a girl on a first date. So
Yeah.
those are the lessons.
Ride your bicycle at the skate park with a helmet on. Although it wouldn't have done anything for me in this one because I landed
smack on your face.
right on my face. So, so yeah.
All right. Later.